CBT Naruto.
NBC Golf Channel on EA Sports, in association with the PGA Tour, proudly presents the season-long race for the FedEx Cup. Today, it's live final round coverage of the Arnold Palmer Invitational. Frank, nice way to start. It isn't exactly a gentle opening hole, but it's not a grinder either.
Biggest concern for the players are the two bunkers down the right side at the corner of that dogleg. They're not a guaranteed bogey, but certainly the fairway a little left is preferred. I'm loving that balance.
Wow, Frank, look at that one run out. Just blistered that tee shot.
Well, that has to be 325 if it's an inch. Oh, solid strike right in the heart of the green.
Really in control of this hole. Birdie yesterday and another opportunity on the way. This one just requires a little bit of focus.
Great start.
Here at the 231-yard par 3 second, Frank, pretty good hole.
It certainly is, Rich. The carry on the right side's a little shorter, but if you're going to take it down the left side, you've got to fly that ball at least another 20 yards.
So on the putting surface and taking a good look now at this birdie putt here at the second. Birdie try again here today. Has it for another birdie. 2 holes, 2 birdies. Frank, now to the third hole here at Bay Hill. If you have a case of the snap hooks, you're in some serious trouble here.
You're going to run out of golf balls here as well, but a good tee shot's going to leave you something like 150, 160 yards into a very narrow green.
Oh, this looks good.
It certainly is.
That's an absolute tracer right there. In the fairway and well over 320 yards. Second shot here at the third.
One of the narrowest greens at Bay Hill. Water, as you can see on that left side. So for the faint of heart, you're going to miss, if anything, to that right side. And that's exactly where they put a little bunker. So be very straight on the second.
Appears to be a smart shot, Frank.
Yeah, no problem here. That's going to fly all the way.
That will be a great look at birdie. Made a par in his previous round. This time, it's for birdie. No problems early. Looks good.
Does look good. This bodes well. We might be in for a very, very low round today.
Back over now to the fourth. Frank, the Maserati's tuned up early, running 120 on the first few holes here.
Yeah, you've got all 12 cylinders going. Just a player in full flight. It's amazing how that club's tearing through the air, 100, 120 miles an hour. All just sailing down the fairway. Managing to hold those greens. And, of course, the greens today are putting so beautifully. So we have a chance to just sort of light it up there today.
Playing his second shot here at the par 5.
This looks like it's going to find the target.
Regarded as a very accurate player, that shot says it all. Getting set now over the putt. Ooh, so close. Well, that's just a case of not focusing right there. What a lapse in concentration. Frank, this would be a nice way to jumpstart the round.
Yeah, his momentum can quickly go in the right direction if he makes this.
Everybody loves him. Birdie on the card. Frank, at the fourth, we pulled the hammer out. Here, maybe it's a scalpel?
Well, it just depends. A little trailing breeze. A drive is not always a bad play here. 367 yards to the front. There's a little kick forward. So wind behind your back, almost worth a go.
Frank, nice to have a short iron into a par 4 here at Bay Hill, but still no guarantee that you'll make the birdie or even par.
But a reward for a good one, exactly the way you've described it. This is one hole that's a swing hole. Hit a good shot in here, you're going to have inside 10, 15 feet for a birdie. Make a mistake, then all of a sudden you're scratching your head. How did I make 5?
Terrific golf shot. And now that for an easy birdie.
Rich, that just adds insult to injury to the rest of the field. Another birdie, and the gap even wider.
A sensational performance. Frank, back in 1998, by any chance, do you remember exactly how many golf balls John Daly hit into the water at the 6th?
It was half a dozen. Half a box of golf balls. What a great shot.
Not looking good, Frank.
I think it's wet.
Wow, lucky break right there, Frank.
Well, that's what everyone else is going to say, except him.
Frank, as we get set for this approach, what does our featured player need to do to regain some of that early round magic?
First, a bit of advice, really. Take a deep breath. Make sure all those bad thoughts get out of your mind. After that hot start, we all know they can play better than this, but they need to relax first of all and then let their game take over again.
Just a case of a hole suiting the player's eye. Made the birdie yesterday, and he has a good chance to make another one today. And getting ready for the putt. Just an amazing display. The records continue to fall. Now at the par 3-7, Frank, it's just under 200 yards.
It's still quite daunting. A very narrow entry on that left side, so you've got to hit the ball flush off the tee. Really guarantee a carry of that over that right bunker, so it's still a daunting tee shot.
We just saw a player in total control of what he's doing. Didn't miss a green in regulation all day long.
It's at sneaky distance. Oh, another one goes in.
Getting ready to tee off now at the 8th, and Frank, this hole has a little bit of everything.
Yeah, even though it's a pretty hole, Rich, it's a fairway you must hit because that second shot here is one of the toughest on the golf course.
Just a good solid tee shot right there, about 280 yards. Frank, this is a position where a player is absolutely licking his chops here. Good chance to make a birdie.
Yeah, this is when this game just looks like fun. Bunkers don't seem to be in play. The only thing you're really looking at right now is just the flag.
I like the looks of this one. Just a beautiful approach shot. Made par yesterday, this one for birdie. Continues to amaze, yet another birdie, and what a day it's been. Finishing up here on the front side at Bay Hill with a lengthy par 4. And what's the key, Frank?
Well, the hole's relatively flat, but the rough on the right comes into play. If you can carry that ball 300 yards, then just take it in over the bunker.
Oh, a bit unfortunate. Wasn't able to avoid the sand trap. Not quite what he was hoping for. The tee shot in the bunker. Frank, just a slight miss off the tee. He's in the fairway bunker.
Yeah, just really got to pick the right club once again. Sometimes you take a little bit more club out of the fairway bunker, choke down.
His second shot. Good looking shot right here. Chance to close out the front side here with a birdie. Just needs to keep it steady here over the putt. Oh, he's gonna love it.
How far was that? That was miles away.
Back in Orlando, Florida at the Bay Hill Club and Lodge, getting set for the second 9. Frank, how do you get off to a good start?
Well, Rich, it's one of the shortest par 4s really at Bay Hill. 3 bunkers, but as long as you avoid those, it's a great birdie opportunity.
Nothing to argue about there, right in the fairway. Well, Frank, as we know, golf is not played generally on a flat surface, and here we go, uphill.
Yeah, and the uphill lie is going to guarantee you more loft than normal. So you're going to have to counteract that with maybe an extra club.
Beautiful shot. That is tight.
Unbelievable. That is one to savor for the rest of the round.
Just a couple of feet. That shot falls for a birdie. Now to the 11th with water left, bunkers on the right. Frank, what's the key here?
Well, too often people just look at the scorecard and they go, well, it's over 400 yards, I have to hit driver. You don't have to hit driver at 11. Something in the fairway, just short of that second bunker. And it sits up 6 or a 7 on.
Good strike, good lie, good chance to attack the pin. Frank, really good chance from this position to make a birdie.
Yeah, really the only thing he's looking at right now is the flag. This is a green light special.
Appears to be a smart shot, Frank.
Yeah, no problem here. That's going to fly all the way.
Wow, Frank, he is dialed in.
Yeah, that was just some shot on that. Easy birdie.
Birdie try again here today. And he has it.
A good putt redeems all.
Frank, 574-yard par 5. Scoring opportunity here?
The breeze behind, once again, a reachable par 5. The hardest thing about this hole really is the green. It's raised up a little bit, slopes off on either side.
That is a fantastic long shot.
There's no way he could hit that without a tail breeze. Surely that breeze had to help then.
And now the second shot here at this par 5. And as he strides up here to the 12th green, having hit it in regulation, he knows now that his work is by no means done. A long putt coming up. Frank, I'm not saying he should pull out driver here, but this is a long putt.
Greens are fast, though. You never know. Good line, good pace. Might have a chance.
That's all he wanted to do there.
Yeah, it's touch. And when you think from that distance, chances of making are almost none. So to guarantee a 2-putt, well done.
Continuing to putt with confidence. Frank, the par 4 13th, relatively short, but not necessarily easy.
Yeah, stringent tee shot. A lot of people are tempted to take a bigger club off the tee. 300 yards runs out of the fairway, but really, what does that give you in?
Paying attention like a little kid at school, Frank. That baby's sitting up.
Sitting up. It's got the best view as well. You don't even need binoculars from where that ball is. Well, there's a big green, and they're going to use every inch of it.
Oh, can't hide the flagstick from that man. So a tester from 4 feet. And he has it for birdie. Frank, one of the things I like about Bay Hill is it requires you to hit clean, strong golf shots. And here's another case at the par 3 14th. It's more than 200 yards.
Another one, really, you've just got to play it through the air. You can't play this like an Open Championship run-up par 3. Must fly it onto the green.
Just a pure strike, and a perfect result. He'll have a good look at birdie now. Not a gimme, but well within his range. Good putt. Frank, the 15th, kind of a fun golf hole if you can curve your ball. I mean, that's a huge dogleg to the right, isn't it?
Yeah, it's much easier if you're a right-hander if you can. When he goes after it like he is here.
Flame on, golf ball! Shout out to Human
Beautiful
Torch,
looking shot
superhero,
right here.
Fantastic Four, Marvel. Shout out to my girl B. Larson's Captain Marvel. Also, he
Long,
plays on too with
just
the power of the
mid-long.
cosmos.
That one is in the fairway, down there about 290 yards. Frank, what are you looking to do with this approach shot here at 15?
Anytime the flag's on the front, Rich, it's basically green light special. When the flag starts to get pushed towards that back area of that green, it starts to get narrower and narrower and narrower. And that's where you've got to be a little careful.
That's well played, and a good look at birdie. Birdie here yesterday. This putt again for birdie. Good roll. The Bay Hill Club and Lodge features a really exciting finishing stretch. 16 is a reachable par 5. You'll see eagles and birdies there coming home. 17, a very difficult par 3 over the water. The bunker is there. Takes an excellent shot. And then 18,
Fish down me.
he knows that with the water in front. That
Label!
shot which comes over
Shout
the
to him
lake.
at Torch.
And that's
My
a
girl
hold
Brie
your
Larson,
breath
he's got the
moment.
marble.
It is a
Flames
great
on also,
finishing
proud of
three-hole
Cosmos.
stretch at Bay Hill.
Second shot.
This one doesn't look good.
There's water over there.
Just averted danger right there. So close.
Why does he have all of that?
And getting ready for the putt. Just an amazing display. The records continue to fall. Frank, this is a great hole through the years to watch when the pressure is ratcheted up deep into a round. That is all you want at more than 220 yards.
Plays slightly shorter because it's downhill. The bunker's on the left in play. Even the bunker short ride, and of course the water, if you just miss it a bit, that's in play. And the green shapes away from you. This has to be the most difficult par 3 on the golf course. There's a bunker over there.
I think he's headed for it. Sometimes you get breaks, and he got one right there.
Yeah, I guess the bunker was a little smaller than I thought it was. It looked doomed for that.
Boy, this could be a tough one right here, Frank.
It's a very long putt, Rich. Obviously, it's difficult, but he still has a shot to sink this one for birdie.
You couldn't ask for much more than that, except to make it. Trying to grind out a par here. Needs it.
Just dwindling the holes down. Pars are fine right now.
2008, Frank. Tiger made that 25-foot putt right here at the 18th. Final round to beat Bart Bryant by a shot. Then again, for a second straight year, he birdied this hole to defeat Sean O'Hare.
Yeah, he's had a similar putt there at least 3 or 4 times, actually, to win the event. And he's been one of the few players to read it correctly.
Frank, it makes the game easy when you play it from the fairway.
Especially when you play it from a lie like that.
Frank, this is the moment of truth. In so many rounds here at Bay Hill, the second at 18.
The best way to put it is it's the most rewarding second shot you'll get on Bay Hill relative to the rest of the people playing. Oh, solid strike right in the heart of the green.
Good chance now for a birdie. That was an outstanding play.
Oh, it's almost a guarantee there after that shot.
To win the Arnold Palmer Invitation. Continues to amaze. Yet another birdie, and what a day it's been. Just a tremendous week of golf, and that, my friend, is a winner right there.
Yeah, and he should be proud of himself too. It took golf of the highest quality to beat this high quality field, and that is something that you will remember for a long, long time.
1,039,000 experience. Amazing. Perfect. By me, of course. Alright, let's keep it moving. Emmanuel Nara wins Arnold Palmer Invitational. Emmanuel Nara won the Arnold Palmer Invitational on Sunday for his 102nd PGA Tour title and 4th time this season. Let's get it, let's go. Nara finished with the final round 19 under 53 to close out the victory. Alright, thank you for the announcement. Alright, CBC Naruto, over and out. And also, today is January 15, 2020. Shout out to Supergirl and the episodes with the Crisis on Infinite Earths ending yesterday. And it's amazing, Saturday, pretty fresh. And of course, I'm Green Lantern. You just saw me and my green and all that. It's perfect. And so, yes, I just want to acknowledge that. And so that being said, I just want to acknowledge all that. And CBT Naruto, over and out. Oh yes, also shout out to LSU winning the national championship 2 days ago, or yesterday. Could the game kind of went into the 14th, 2020. Yes, they won on January 13th, 2020. It kind of went into the January 14th, 2020, and we won. I'm from Baton Rouge, Louisiana. We won the national championship. LSU versus Clemson, and we're the champs. So shout out to that. Congratulations to us. With all that being said, I just want to say acknowledge all that, and CBT Naruto, over and out.